Okay, we're going to do a quick video on how I prepare and cook my raccoons. If you get a raccoon from a trapper or a hunter, this is probably how you're going to receive it. You're going to receive it's going to have the head still on it, it's still going to have the feet on it, which I guess a lot of people want because in that way you know somebody's not selling you a cat or a possum. And it's still going to have the tail and the guts in it and all the fat. So real quick, this is how I do it. First thing you want to do is take out the glands. The glands are, there's one in the armpit on each side, and they look kind of like a big, I don't know, like a brown bean, just like that. So you want to get them out. There's one on each side of the front leg, and you don't want to cut into them because that'll leave a nasty taste on your meat. If you do happen to cut into them, clean your knife off before you go any further. The other set of glands usually come off when they're skinned, and these did. They're usually sitting right in here, and then there's usually some right here, and but them, like I said, them usually come off when they skin. And they, same thing, they look like the little brown bean. They're a little bit smaller than the ones we took out in the front, but they usually are two of them. They ride like right about here. So you want to get them out. Then you want to get all of the fat off that you can. Now you don't have to go ballistic on getting this fat off of here, thinking if you leave any on there it's going to make the meat taste bad. That's just ludicrous. That's old wives' tale. So you want to do that. A lot of fat here on the back. We want to get all of that off as much as you can. Now I got one of these already prepared, kind of, so we'll just go through the basics. Now we're going to take the feet off. Just cut around the tendons, pop it, it breaks right off. Same, cut all the way around the tendons there, pop it, comes right apart. Twist on that one, there we go. Back feet, these are a little bit tougher. Get around that, give it a good twist, twist it around, and they come right off. Next thing you want to do is take the tail off and cut this up more towards the base of the tail. And just cut through vertebrae and it comes right off. Next thing's the head. Cut around the head, just like that. Grab it, give it a good twist, comes right off. Next thing will be gutting it. Now you want to be careful when you gut this. Don't go into your hog wild because you'll start cutting the intestines, the bladder, and everything, and then you won't have nothing but a pile of garbage. So use your knife tip, get a hole started just like that. Then with your fingers kind of pull up on the meat and cut into there. When you get to the ribs, you want to go right along the sternum, and that'll open them up. Take and cut the diaphragm away. Now reach up in there, give it a pull. Then you want to go down here. That's where you want to be careful. There's a lot of bad stuff right in this little spot. So get your knife, there's a little ridge on top of that pelvis. When you get that, then you can just, it'll break that right open and get right in there. Alright. Then you want to take and cut around the vent, just like that. So you want to be able to pull all of this all out of here in one piece. like I said, just take your time in this area. If you get any stuff on the meat, just get it out of there real quick, put it away. That stuff all comes right out. Now, real quick, get this in cold water in case, get it all rinsed off right in this area, just in case you nicked anything. Just like that. And then go back to trimming all your fat off and everything else. What you'll end up with is this right here. This coon is basically ready to go. You might have to trim off just a little bit more fat. But overall, that's basically how you want them to look. Just like that, all cleaned out nice. Like I said, that fat, that's kind of an old wives' tale about making them taste bad. I think what it is they don't get that gland out of there. You don't get the glands out of the armpits. You don't get the glands off the back, the legs there. You'll end up with bad tasting meat. Then all I do here is I'm going to put them in a Nesco. I got some carrots, onions, celery, potatoes, a little bit of water in the bottom. Set it at 250. Secret is cook them low and slow. Get it in there. You can add some seasoning to it. I've got some Cajun season here. I don't use much of the Cajun season because I don't like the punch that it has. I don't like all that saucy stuff. Put some seasons, like I said, some season in there. Flip him over. Couple hours. Meat will be falling off the bone, moist. Eat it just like a pulled pork sandwich, or hot beef sandwich, or if you want, you can mix some barbecue sauce in there. I don't like the barbecue sauce because it takes all the meat away, or flavor away from the meat. But as soon as that baby's done cooking, we'll show you what it's all about. Well, we had our coon cooking in the Nesco here for about 4 hours. Had it at 275, and here's the finished results. Now look at that. Anybody who says that don't look good is crazy. The meat just falling off the bone. That's so good you'd slap your grandma.